Worship, councillors, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure tonight to introduce you to four representatives from the London Potters Guild, which has been in existence in this community for 30 years. So I think that that's a remarkable statement, and I know that you're going to hear more about that in a little bit. So I'd like to introduce first Kyle Thompson, who's one of the teachers for the Potters Guild. And then we have Laila Costello, who's the treasurer. We have Maria Drangova, who's the Seize the Play representative. So I hope she explains what that is. And Genet, Hodder, who does sales for classes.
Thank you, Wilda. The London Potters Guild was founded in 1981 by Mary Haggis, mother of the Academy Award winner Paul Haggis. In partnership with the other arts groups, the Guild established the East Lyons Artisan Center on Churchill Street in 1993, where they set up the studio space. Classes rapidly became successful and membership grew, so much so that in 2001, the Guild formed the Seize the Play Committee with the mandate to raise funds to purchase a building. After 7 years of fundraising, it became apparent that the London Potters Guild needed to purchase a building first while continuing the campaign to raise funds. With the help of Old East Village, a Business Improvement Association, the ideal location was found at 664 Dundas Street East. And with the support of many granting organizations, including the City of London and the generosity of its members, the Guild took possession of the building in March 2008. Taking into consideration that this was a derelict building without heating, hydro, or water, it took many thousands of volunteer hours of work before Guild members moved into the new London Clay Arts Centre in September 2009. The reception of the London Clay Arts Centre received since it opened has exceeded expectations. Classes for everyone from parent and child to senior citizen run every day of the week. And due to its new location in the profile, Guild has now formed many new affiliations through the arts and service community in London and surrounding areas. Workshops and well-attended semi-annual sales bring new business to the Old East Village. In December 2009, a storefront opened, adding another component to the London Potters Guild and Dundas Street itself. Currently, a lift is being installed to gain access to the second story of the London Clay Art Centre. Phase 2 of the building project is in the planning and fundraising stage. Please join me in recognizing the London Potters Guild.
It's really a great pleasure for me to be here in this room almost exactly 3 years from the day that I stood here asking for $200,000 from you. That was far more intimidating than being honored in this room. We were successful in convincing you that the London Potters Guild, a fairly small organization, should get that money to help us revitalize a building in Old East Village. I hope that we have not disappointed you. I hope that this honor is an indication of the fact that we have actually succeeded and put the money to use. Let me just tell you a couple of the highlights of how we have used the money and what else we've been able to do since 2008. Since we got the money, we would have been able to leverage the $200,000 from the city for an additional $200,000 in private donations and donations from foundations, $170,000 from the Trillion Foundation of Ontario, and $50,000 from the federal government's Enabling Accessibility Fund. These investments allowed us to renovate the first floor, which we are currently inhabiting, and construction occurred actually during the height of the economic turndown. So we were exceptionally proud to be able to contribute to the London economy during at that time, even in a small way. Our contribution to the revitalization of Old East Village has also been an incredible pride to all our members. When I had to convince you that it was important to give us money in 2008, I also had to stand in front of 100 potters who are from all over London and convince them that they should move from a fairly stable, established location out in the east end of town to Old East Village. And that was almost more difficult to do than trying to get money out of the city of London. But they have all moved, and every single member and all our new members are thrilled to be in that location and to be able to contribute. The people who come to the Clay Arts Center to participate in its classes, its sales, its workshops, they all love the area. They frequent the restaurants and the cafes, and are really proud to be part of that strong and growing community of artists in Old East Village. So we certainly hope that the city will continue to support Old East Village and its artistic endeavors almost as much as they support the downtown core. So I look forward to that involvement. So when I spoke to you 3 years ago, I told you of my experiences at Stanford University, where I actually spent 3 years. And I was very fortunate there to participate and go to the local arts community center and learn how to do pottery and work with my hands. And that was a focal point for a lot of people from Silicon Valley who valued the ability to go and work with their hands and do something artistic while they were also using their brains to be creative. And I had a vision that when I came back to London, I would be able to do something like that here in town. And I really think that the London Clay Arts Center has achieved this, and as we go forward, we're going to continue to make London a fabulous place to live and hopefully be able to retain more of these creative people who we're training up at the university and elsewhere in town. So thank you very much.